Civil remedies, turn eh. Talaga ba? Either civil or dominant.
Grabe ka, Manay. Kaya...
So ano yung mga
Ay, civil or criminal attorney.
dalawa lang, civil and criminal?
Yes, attorney.
Ha?
See?
No, si Gino.
Tatlo, attorney.
Ano?
Tatlo.
Tatlo. So ano yung tatlo?
Civil, criminal,
Distrain.
tatlo,
Distrain.
district
Distrain.
attorney.
Anong tawag mo sa district?
Seizure. Seize.
Distrain, ay, explain ako anong distrain.
Hindi. Anong tawag mo sa
Sure.
remedy na yan?
Seize. Seize.
Administrative attorney.
Administrative.
Salma.
Okay. Number na daw pa?
3.
5 to
5
na.
to 10. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tumanda. Give me an example for civil remedy as to the collection of duties, taxes, fines, or charges, interest, and other charges. Example nga.
Lumagsuyo. I-NC sa Dominican importer.
Ha?
I-suited na DOC yung importer.
Paano?
For the enforcement of the collection of duties, taxes, and other charges.
Saan niya isusunod?
Sa part of taxes. Ay, between
Ha?
sa part ko.
Sa court lang. Kasi, collection of sum of money. So, pag collection of sum of money, depende sa amount. Okay, next. Number na tumanda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ibaya. How about naman yung sa civil as a criminal? Remedy. Criminal remedy as to the collection of duties, taxes. Paano mo makakonect si criminal remedies? Kasi nakalagay dyan, civil or criminal. So, paano yung criminal?
Action by the Bureau Maryland State Prosecution when importer for an act or omission or violation of the customs law.
So, ano nga? Ano yung
So, charge them. Pa-charge ako po, baby. Okay?
Talaga ba? Fraud ka agad? Ay, fraud. Makonsider mo ba na criminal act yung fraud? Or yung smuggling? True fraud. Okay, thank you. So,
Number?
7.
okay, thank you. So, the Bureau of Customs may avail of for the collection of duties, taxes, fines, surcharges, and other charges through administrative action, civil action, and or criminal action. For administrative action, example, restraint of goods, chattels, or effects, and other personal property of whatever character, including stocks and other securities, debts, credits, bank accounts, and interest in and rights to personal property, or levy upon real property and interest in rights to real property. For civil action, through the office of the Solicitor General, shall refer to the one by which the party sues another for the enforcement or protection of a right or prevention or redress of a wrong. Example, filing a civil case for the collection of a sum of money without proper regular form. For criminal action, through the Department of Justice, shall refer to the one by which the state prosecutes a person for an act or omission punishable by law. Example, smuggling of imported goods. Number na
Justice
bayan,
or no?
7.
Sa Department of Justice.
Criminal.
criminal case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Agonia.
Oh.
Attorney, civil attorney, nasa na siya?
Ay, nag-CR.
Through court, kay Solicitor General. Balin si Solicitor General ang magre-represent on behalf of the Federal Office. Pero hindi mo siya ipapay kay Solicitor General, ha? Kay court mo siya ipapay. Agonia. Question. Ay, hindi ko na makita. I-type ko na lang. Type ko na lang. Meaning, you already you let the state, hindi mo siya pwede i-buy. Kailan daw? Or in what instance?
Remedies of
Answer?
restraint. Remedies of restraint. Not instance. Shall the remedies of restraint.
No answer? Number?
One, ma'am.
Ha?
One.
5 to 10?
5.
5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Agayan. Okay, so as provided in section 1132, the levy or the remedies of restraint and levy shall not be allowed when the amount of duties and taxes involved is not more than 10,000 pesos. Okay? Number na agayan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, kapitasan. So who will pay in advance the amounts needed defray the cost of collection by means of civil or criminal action.
Bureau of
Repeat, yeah.
The Bureau shall advance the amount needed to defray costs of collection by means of civil or criminal action, including the preservation and transportation of personal property destroyed and the advertisement and sale thereof, as well as of real property and improvements thereof.
Okay, so it is the Bureau. Parang ready na pag-video.
Sa mukbang ka.
Okay. Sino kayo? Si Pagkakalasan.
8 ma'am.
The Bureau shall, so tells me the Bureau shall advise the amount due.
Okay, next. Pakibasa nga luwa.
Constructive restraint of the property to safeguard the interest of the government. The commissioner may place under constructive restraint the property of a delinquent importer who, in the option of the commissioner, is retiring from any business subject to duty and tax or is intending to leave the Philippines or to remove the property therefrom or to hide or conceal the property or to perform any act tending to obstruct the proceeding for collecting the duty and tax due or which may be due. Basahin ka lahat, ma'am. The constructive restraint of personal property shall be effected by requiring the importer or any person in possession or control of such property to sign a receipt covering the property to obligate to preserve the distressed property of the state and possession at the time of the government seizure of the same, and not to dispose of the same in any manner whatsoever without the express authority of the commissioner. In case the importer or the person in the possession and control of the property sought to be placed under the constructive restraint refuses or fails to sign the receipt, herein referred to the customs officer effecting the constructive restraint shall proceed to prepare a list of such property and in the presence of 2 witnesses leave a copy thereof in the premises where the property restraint is located, after which the same property shall be deemed to have been placed under constructive restraint.
Okay. Thank you, Luwak. So, number 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Felix. So, under section 1132, there are some remedies that the CMTA provides for the collection of import duties, taxes, fees, or surcharges resulting from the conduct of post-clearance audit. So what is post-clearance audit?
Wow.
Under ano man daw? 1132.
Felix, sina?
Ano na niya? Same thing.
Number ko. Sapatos.
In example, clearance shall refer to the authority of the Bureau to conduct an audit, examination, inspection, verification, and investigation of reports pertaining to any goods declaration.
Then,
The purpose of ascertaining the correctness of the goods declaration and determining the liability of the important entities accessible charges, including any fine or penalty within 3 years from the date of final payment of duties and taxes or customs clearance of the case made.
okay, thank you. Number?
Number 8,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Babuyo. So, distinguish every from restraint.
Distraint is referring to a remedy of obtaining the collection of delinquent duties, taxes, fines, surcharge, interest, and other charges resulting from the conduct of a post-clearance audit through service of notice to the concern of the delinquent importer or actual seizure of his or its goods, while the levy is shall refer to the seizure of real properties in interest in or rights to such properties for the satisfaction of duties, taxes, fines, or other charges due from the delinquent importer.
Pwede? Saan mo wala sa Philippines?
Pag
Paano mo wala sa Philippines si importer? Yeah, okay, thank you, Babuyo. So, if the importer is not in the Philippines, upon the agent or the manager of the business permission, meeting our laws of then given to the occupant of the property in question. Itong sa levy. Na-cover na Babuyo.
5.
Number 10, ma'am. Constructive notice or credential bigay sa manager or sa occupant ng property. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Ken Oliver Poole. Ay, narating ko.
Ito na.
So this rate is a remedy obtaining for the personal property. Under the civil code, what are the things that are being considered as personal property? Personal property. Ano yung
Hindi ko nakita ko.
that are being considered as personal property under the civil code? Ano ngayon ang binasa mo? Anong binasa mo?
Personal property shall be affected by acquiring or control Sa sumabikitos.
Ano, so, what level dito mo?
Sige, ano meron sa 11.3?
Personal form. Oo nga, dami. Kaya, check niya. Personal property mo.
Saan dyan sa 11.3 ang consider mo as personal property?
Wait lang ako. Ano lang mo, including stocks and other security debts, credits, bank accounts, and bills.
Gubat na ko ba eh?
Ano yan?
Right to personal property.
Ano yan?
Ay,
Ah,
personal property mo.
Saan mo binasa?
Sa ano mo, 1134 pa lang.
11.34. So, ano meron sa 11.34?
Ano, stocks, mga other security debts, credits, bank accounts, and interest and right to personal property.
Yeah, so, thank you, under civil code yan, article 417, paragraph 2, shares of stock of agricultural, commercial, industrial. Really kaagad, okay? Entities, although they may have real estate. Pwede din, section 8, or paragraph 1, obligations and actions which have for their object movables or demandable sums. As provided in Article 416 of the Civil Code, movable, susceptible for appropriation, real property by any provision of law is considered as personal. Forces of nature are brought under control by science, and mineral or things which can be transported from place to place without impairment of the real property to which they are fixed. Okay, number na agayan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, loop. So, kung kanina is personal property, ano naman yung mga real property?
Real property
Real property that may be levied for the collection of duties, taxes, fees, and other charges.
levy on real property.
Ano daw?
A real property may be levied upon for cycle fees, construction,
So, ano yung mga example ng real property?
property or how to say lamang. Ay, lamang mo gusto yung lamang. Lamang daw mo kita pa. Real properties are lamang.
Yung fertilizer, real property ba yan or personal property? Ha? Real property yung fertilizer?
No, because, ano ba, real property include land, houses, office buildings, factories, shopping malls. fixtures supplied to you in wet or in light rock and
Yung fertilizer, real or personal?
free property. Ano ba? Not free property, personal, but free property, movable,
Bubble ang rin.
di ba?
Talaga ba? So yung fertilizer, mamove siya, so personal property. Paano yung fertilizer, disabog na po sa plants?
Sa box pasakan.
Marimog.
Talaga ba?
Real.
Ha?
Ano na ba? Siguro ay, yes, so, it is property na.
Talaga?
Kasi real property yung building.
Bakit? Yung plant ba, sinabi ba yung plant na naka-attach sa soil or wala?
Dilim.
Pwede ako.
Di ba yung tree? Di ba yung tree considered as personal property pa? Hindi naka-attach din sa land, di ba? So yung fertilizer, personal or real property?
O nakatalim na doon sa ano. Sa ano.
Di na natin yung mga fertilizer?
Disability.
Disability mo sa asa.
Sa tree na tawag mo. Sa tree na ano. Tree na connect any mga plants sa land.
Okay, thank you.
So, saan ano? Fertilizer kung masagbog na
Number na,
real o personal. Real or parking.
4, 5, 6, 7, Abdul. So what is fine?
Okay, fine.
Okay lang siya, ma'am?
Okay lang siya, okay lang siya.
Fine is fine.
Hindi ko lang narinig masyado. Ano yan? Ano nga yung fine? Penalties. Fine is a penalty or a punishment kung sa criminal like sa civil, it is a penalty payable to public treasury. Okay, thank you, Abdul. Number? Hindi. Si treasury is magkaiba kay POF. 5, 1, 2, 3. Zero treasury. Ay, Lua. Monte.
Wala si Luan, guys. Rando na yan?
Hindi ako sure kung sa
Rando na yan?
DBM or sa DOE. Department of Budget and Management.
Rando na yan?
Hindi, wrong ba pala tayo? Pinabasa ng kita kanina.
Asa mo, ma'am?
Okay, so kung merong fine, meron namang surcharge. What is surcharge? Wala dyan? Nandyan sa kao?
Punta na lang.
Additional penalty ba?
Ha? Additional fees? Ano klaseng fee? Ano klaseng charges? Example daw. Yes, so surcharge shall refer to an additional tax charge or cost. Okay. Ayaw ko na, ready ka na mag kahapon.
Anong sobrang natiga dato ka yun?
Bawal sa Jose Maria.
Bawal sa GMC. Saan?
Pero sa Jose Maria bawal.
Siguro kasi attorney, no?
Bawal kasi bobo si JFC sa pero kung natin di ba, no? Galing ka ng ADU or ng ibang school, gano'n. Meron silang front. Para sa akin, no, hindi necessary yung front. Ang importante is you are surrounded by the right people talaga. Na hindi ka mag-digest ng kaso ang lamay nila. Okay, so
you are asking Malaka, you are asking kasi the music. Like the do you know that I can find you by doing I know say things like that explain Pabalo kasi din word din. Mag-FBA din, hindi na yung police mo. Parang sa
okay, so under CMO 3/2021 Compendium on Penalties and Penalties for Violations, under the Customs Modernization and Tariff Act and its implementing rules and regulations. So description as to the liability, yung description niya, restraint of rules and levy upon real property and civil or criminal action. Basis, section 1132, remedies for the collection of duties, taxes, fines, surcharges, interest, and other charges. So, penalty, obligation, or liability to safeguard the interest of the government. Take note, what is the purpose? To safeguard the interest of the government. The commissioner may place under constructive restraint the property of a delinquent importer who, in the opinion of the commissioner, is retiring from any business subject to duty and tax or is intending to leave the Philippines or to remove the property therefrom. Take note yung example ko last time sa tax natin ba yung paano mo consider isang tao na aalis na ibang bansa ba yung halimbawa in the middle of the night at sa badutan na siya gano'n. So yun, consider siya, yun, nag-ticket na siya, so nag-ticket na siya na paalis. Pero kung ano lang pala siya, naghalang na siya sugat na matulog na siya, hindi yan considered as he is about to leave or abscond or ano ba ginagawa niya.
Para ba sabihin masantos na mahawak ang kasiro pamilya o mahara sa pinakalis ng kalaki. Drama-drama o sa sabihin masantos.
Or to remove the property therefrom. So when we say remove, so it means personal property. Or hide or conceal the property. Itago niya para hindi ma-subject for restraint. Or to perform any act tending to obstruct the proceedings for collecting duty tax due or which may be due. Halimbawa, yung sa real property, para hindi ma-levy, ibenta niya sa iba or i-donate niya sa anak, sa kamag-anak or whatever para hindi ma-levy yung duties and taxes. So, yun yung mga example doon. So the constructive restraint of personal property should be effected by requiring the importer or any person in possession or control of such property. Kasi ang minimin dito na in possession or control, like for example, yung sa personal property or yung sa real property, halimbawa, hindi pa ikaw yung may-ari, pero since ikaw na yung may control ng property, you are considered kasi as an owner. Parang meron lang kulang na ibang gagawin para ma-complete yung ownership mo. Kasi meron kasi klase ownership sa civil law. Yung ownership, naked title, yung title lang sa'yo, o yung use of craft, yung, di ba, yung na-discuss natin. Ikaw yung enjoyment ng property sa'yo, pero yung naked title, yung pangalan, nakapangalan sa anak, yung gano'n. So, kaya nga sinasabi dito, either you are the owner or in possession of the property. And then, control of such property to sign a receipt covering the property to obligate to preserve the distrained property on the state and condition at the time of the government's seizure of the same, and not to dispose the same in any manner whatsoever without the express authority of the commissioner. So, kung meron kang property, hindi naman binabawalan ang pagbenta. However, kailangan merong express consent ni commissioner. Bakit kailangan ng express consent? Kasi, ikaw consider din ni commissioner, bago siya nagbigay ng consent, ikaw consider din ni commissioner kung ano ba, ma-safeguard pa rin ba yung liability as to the collection of the duties and taxes o hindi na pag binenta mo yung property na ni-levy. So pag gano'n, pag binigyan ni commissioner yan ng express authority and then wala na palang ibang authority, wala na palang ibang property si importer, so sa malamang lagot si commissioner dyan kung bakit niya binenta at bakit niya pinayagan wala na palang ibang property si importer. So in case the importer or person in possession and control of the property sought to be placed under constructive restraint refuses or fails to sign the receipt herein referred to, the customs officer effecting the constructive restraint shall proceed to prepare a list of such property and, in the presence of 2 witnesses, leave a copy thereof in the premises where the property distraint is located, after which said property shall be deemed to have been placed under constructive restraint. Like for example, sa warehouse, ayaw i-receive yung warrant of distraint ni Bureau of Customs, sinerve yung warrant of distraint, tapos ayaw i-receive ni owner. So, pwede yung constructive. So, ayaw mo ng actual, pwede constructive. So, yun nga, kukuha lang ng 2 witness, tapos ipapareceive doon, tapos yun nga, iiwan yung warrant of distraint. So, considered na as constructive distraint. So, when we say constructive, pag naka-constructive distraint na siya, hindi mo na siya pwedeng ibenta, hindi mo pwedeng itago, hindi mo pwedeng sirain, ganon, ano pa ba, yung property. And then, related chaos, post-clearance audit and fire disclosure program. So, responsible officer, post-clearance audit. Now, as the guidelines for the distraint of property, actual distraint, so upon failure of the importer to pay at the time required, the delinquent duties, taxes, fees, or other charges, bakit time required? Kasi diba, iba-iba, depende, meron 15 days, or sa CDW, or sa PESA. So, So, hindi fixed in fact, so nakadepende. The commissioner or authorized representative may seize and take possession personal properties of such person, including goods, chattels. Ano yung chattels? For example, yung sa sasakyan. Sasakyan lang ang pwede i-chattel. Hindi pwede ang real property. Iba ang tawag sa real property. Nakalimutan ko. Pero ang sa sasakyan, chattel ang tawag. Yan. And then, for effects and other personal property of whatever character, stocks and other securities, debts, credit, bank accounts, and interest,
Salam.
and rights to personal property insufficient quantity to satisfy the said delinquency and expenses of the distraint and cost of the subsequent sale. So take note yung sa civil code, section 417, paragraph 2, may mention doon yung mga types of personal property. So eto na yun, mga stocks, securities, debts, credits, bank accounts, and interest. So lahat ba ng bank accounts? Hindi. Kailangan nakaspecific or nakaspecify doon sa warrant restraint yung bank account na i-attach or i-restrain.
Ano na?
Ano na ka? Hindi ko ma-open yung account ko sa CDA siya kaya nabanto ko siya yung later i-check ko yung ha? Ano daw? Mag-post? Hindi. Kasi book ko ito para sa diabetes, para sa next step. Kasi hindi ko pa siya pwedeng i-publish ngayon kasi na-short ako sa time. Pero ano ito, naka-ready na ito for reviewer na. So aside sa yung 1998, meron na siyang mga multiple choice para yun na, for board exam na siya. And then, number na content.
Ma'am. Up to 10 yan, ma'am.
Yes.
Saan?
Lahat 6 to 10 pala. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kapuli!
Kapit boy.
So what is the purpose of placing a delinquent importer's property under constructive restraint? Bago ko lang sinabi. What is the purpose of placing a delinquent importer's property under constructive restraint? Bakit daw yung property, especially yung personal property ni importer na hindi nakapagbayad ng duties and taxes, under restraint?
To safeguard the interest of the government.
To safeguard the interest.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Baka mag-init ka rin.
Thank you, ah. Thank you. Thank you.
Love you guys.
Graduated by fat friend. I love my fat friend so much. No, I just want others.
Number na makapunin.
6, ma'am.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Luwag.
Uy! Luwag! Luwag! Luwag!
So what criteria made the commissioner consider in placing the property of delinquent importer under constructive restraint? What criteria made the commissioner consider in placing the property of a delinquent importer under
Subject to duty and tax or is
constructive restraint?
intending to live in the
Retiring from any business subject to duty and tax or is intending to leave the Philippines or to remove the property therefrom or to hide or conceal the property
property.
Ano pa?
Or to perform any act tending to obstruct the proceedings for collecting the duty and tax due or which may be due.
Yes, no, so the commission may consider the following criteria in placing the property of delinquent importer under constructive restraint. So number one, the delinquent importer is retiring from any business subject to duty and tax. And for example, Homer Corporation, naka-ano siya, naka-registered sa SEC. So since meron siyang obligation for the payment of duties and taxes sa customs, ang ginawa ng mga incorporators is di-retire kaagad nila yung business. I-close kaagad nila, nag-apply kaagad sila ng closure sa SEC. So, yun. Pwede na kaagad i-consider ni Bureau of Customs na anong tawag yun? I-subject for restraint yung mga personal property na corporation. Next, the delinquent importer intends to leave the Philippines. Takasan niya yung gross o grabe na talaga kasi takasan na talaga niya. Siguro, mayroon siyang 40 luxury cars. Wow! Diba? Next, the delinquent importer removes the property thereof. Like for example, binigyan na, diba? For example, hindi ni-receive yung warrant for restraint. Tapos, hindi pa pala binigyan. Wala pang warrant for restraint. Halimbawa, bibigyan pa lang ng warrant for restraint. Tapos, nung natulugan na niya, tinanggal niya doon sa property or nilipat niya sa iba. Yun nga, yung nangyari sa Vizcaya, yung nilipat ng parking lot, di ba? Nawala ka agad yung 40 na sasakyan. Tapos ang initial na surrender ay 7 ba yun or 8? Tapos
Ako ang list na Vizcaya ba yun? Bigyan kita ng ano, escalate. Para sa kaibigan ko native sa Digos.
Kasi the importer removes the personal property. Or the delinquent importer hides or conceals the property. So, yun. Hinahid nila, tinago nila. Yung iba, tinark nila sa iba. Pero, ang tama din, no, binalik nila pag kinagabihan. Sana naman next year na nila binalik. Charla. Diba? Or the delinquent importer performs any act tending to obstruct the proceedings for collecting the duty and tax due or which may be due. So yun nga, especially yung sa sasakyan, ang bilis kasi yan inventa ang personal property. So pwede, yun nga, sa ilang nag-say na naka-anti-date. So, anti-date meaning, halimbawa, ngayon ay 2025. So, pwede sabihin yung discard na, ay hindi na yan pwede i-subject for restraint yung mga sasakyan kasi meron na kami na-inventa na yan 2024 pa. Tayo lang yung so, isa yun sa an act which tends to obstruct the proceedings for collecting the duty and tax or which may be due or which may be due. Number na luwag
7
Libro ko to pa. 4, 5, 6.
Inunangan.
Ay, tapos na yung sa bago yun, di ba?
So, sinong next?
Tapos na?
Okay.
Ano ba yung answer mo kanina?
Katong difference between distrain and ano?
Nakasagot ka ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Pwede. Ano, pwede.
Kung ano ka, pwede na.
Parang hinunangan.
Oo, daw siya magabay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes! 7. Oh. How is constructive restraint of personal property being carried out?
The restraint of person, how it is being carried out, district of personal property upon failure of the person owing any delinquent duty, tax, and other charges to pay at the time required. The commission shall seize the goods, chattels, or effects.
Paano nga, halimbawa yung restraint, paano nga bibigay doon sa importer sa delinquent?
Constructed escape First, requiring the importer or any person in possession or control of such property to sign a receipt covering the property. Second, obligating the importer or any person in possession or control of such property to preserve such property on the state and condition at the time of the seizure of the same. And last, obligating the importer or any person in possession or control of such property not to dispose or sell such property in any manner without the express authority of the commissioner.
Okay, so, thank you. The constructive restraint of personal property shall be effected by requiring the importer.
Dikati ka klinik ka. Ano? Ano yun eh?
Constructive.
Uy, tak-tak sa yung motor din.
To sign a receipt covering the property to obligate to preserve the restrained property on the state and condition at the time of the government's seizure of the same and not to dispose of the same in any manner whatsoever without the express authority of the commissioner. Number na ibaya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Agantay. So what is the remedy of the customs officer affecting the constructive restraint? If it is the importer or the person in possession and control of the property, refuses or fails to sign the receipt.
Proceed to prepare a list. Nandua. Proceed to prepare a list.
Proceed.
To prepare a list.
Prepare a list of such property in the capacity of the premises where the property is located. On the basis of two witnesses.
Tapos, anong gagawin? Anong gagawin kayo 2 witnesses? Papatayin? Ano? Prepare a list in the presence of 2 witnesses. Tapos, ano? Leave a copy to the premises where the property is related. Okay, thank you. So in case the importer or the person in possession and control of the property sought to be placed under constructive restraint, refuses or fails to sign the receipt, herein referred to the customs officer affecting the constructive restraint shall proceed to prepare a list of such property and in the presence of 2 witnesses, leave a copy thereof in the premises where the property restraint is located. After which the said property shall be deemed to have been placed under constructive restraint. Pero wag, ayaw mo palang tanggapin na, ito yung warrant of restraint. Bahala ka sa buhay mo. Basta naka-under restraint na yung personal property mo. Yan yung parang ibig sabihin mo. Yes, there must be at least 2 witnesses. Tapos yung witnesses hindi pwede na below 18 years old at kailangan nakakaintindi yung dalawang witnesses na yun. Number na agantay.
Dugan po.
Danores. Tapos ba yun?
Wala pa.
So what will the commissioner do if the person owing any delinquent duty, tax, and other charges fails to pay at the time required?
The commissioner shall seize and destroy the goods, chattels, or effects of personal property, including stocks and other securities, debts, credits, bank accounts, and interest in rights and personal property of such persons. Insufficient quantity to satisfy the duty, tax, or other charge and the expenses of the district and the cost of the subsequent sale.
Stocks na yun.
Okay, so if the person owing any delinquent duty, tax, and other charges fails to pay at the time required, the commissioner shall seize and destroy the goods, chattels, or effects, and the personal property, including stocks and other securities, debts, credit, bank accounts, and interest in and rights to the personal property of such persons in sufficient quantity to satisfy the duty, tax, and other charge and the expenses of the district and the cost of subsequent sale. Number na, Dolores.
8, attorney. 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please.
Kaya.
So what is
Uy!
the duty of the customs officer serving the warrant of the state of personal property?
The warrant of restraint shall make or cause to be made an account of the goods, chattels, the rights or other personal property district. A copy of which signed by the said officer shall be left either with the owner or person from whose possession such goods, chattels, or effects or other personal property were taken, or at the dwelling or other place of business of such person and with someone of reasonable age shall be added as instrument of the sum of the matter
Okay, thank you. Break muna.
Yes!
3:30. 3:30. Mag-count na naman tayo. Yung seizure is, pinay ko pa yung entry na nasa looban ba? Yung district kasi, for
Are you okay? Drive lang ako.
example, Yung sa seizure kasi is normally meron ng violation sa CMDA. Kaya sinabject yung goods mo for seizure. Yung distraint kasi, for example, from the date of final assessment of duties and taxes, you are given 15 days to pay the duties and taxes, pero hindi mo nabayaran. So, pwede yung goods mo is a subject for distraint. Or kung halimbawa, binenta yun, hindi pa siya enough yung sa pag-mention, hindi pa enough para i-cover yung sa duties and taxes pala. So, pwede yung delinquent, kasi sabihin sa delinquent is pag-utang ka, hindi ka nakabayad. So, pwede na i-attach or i-distrain yung mga personal properties mo to cover yung sa duties and taxes. Para ma-cover lahat. So smuggled goods is outright forfeiture, di ba? Di ba? Smuggled goods are considered prohibited, so outright forfeiture.